Hello, good evening. I am here tonight streaming Control, which is a supernatural mystery action game with a fairly deep lore, and I'm enjoying it. I'm about 20 hours in, so I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me to beat. How long to beat said about 25 for a completionist play, but it doesn't feel like I'm that far through, so I may just be being slow. Anyway, I'm about 20 hours in. Currently, I am looking for Helen Marshall and Casper Darling, the heads of operations and research, respectively. Is, of course, an epilepsy warning for the game. There are other content warnings if you are interested in them. Exclamation point CW in the chat. The main character is Jessie. She has taken over as director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. No. New collectibles. Not really a new collectible. Federal Bureau of Control. Duh. I am currently trying to get through parakinesiology to reach parapsychology, and I have to get past okay. Let's see, which way am I? Okay, so it looks from the map like I might not actually need to go through the Astral Spikes territory in order to get to where I need to be. So, let's see. No, I couldn't get through there. Okay. That's right. That's blocked off, so I have to go through the astral exhibition guarded by the astral spike. Can't get either of those right now. Entirely sure what it is I'm meant to be doing here. How how I'm meant to get through. So it looks like I need to get to the door over there. So straight across from here, which is that one. And I need to figure out what I need to do to let me open that. Come on. Come on. Maybe I can trap it in here? Right, so this thing I'm fighting it's called the Astral Spike. It's an entity native to the astral plane. And it's hostile to everything. To absolutely everything. I wonder, I do want to check, see if some of my research or whatever has anything. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Astral Spike, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the astral spike's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum: new naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. That doesn't seem to have anything useful. Counter essay. That's a response to the one by Darling. Safe hotline. I have to remember I can do that now. The shield doesn't seem to help at all against this. The astral spike, but correspondence.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Didn't really tell me anything I didn't already remember. Don't suppose the hotline has anything for me on that. No. I don't know why these buttons are being so picky about how close I am. That's really not very helpful. Normally I can activate from a little distance and then the character just walks to things. That went well. Suggestions are welcome. I do have no spoilers, but I will accept suggestions from anyone who hasn't played the game. Or who knows as little or less than I do. Let's put it that way. Come on. Alright, well, I think maybe it's time to just look this up. Because I've been on this for I was on this half a session already, last time I played. Materials, how to fire the gun. Doesn't seem very difficult. Mods, achievements. Come on. English, please. I don't wanna. No. Let's see. Your goal is to trap it inside the room with a huge door. Okay, that's what I thought. And to do that, you need to find the 2 power blocks. One is in the open while the other is hidden behind some wooden panels near the door you enter from. I've done that. Stun it with launch. Okay. Which one is launch? Yeah. So I have to throw something at it. I didn't think that that did anything when I tried it, but... I hate having to look up guides. All right.
Bureau doing with that thing?
That wasn't that hard. I think I'll close the door behind me, though.
Someone
Just
answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
his clusters heal other enemies. All right. Well, let's shoot. Okay, it looks like I don't have to redo this, which is good. Parapsychology, hypnosis, and extrasensory. Let's see. That seems useful. What have I got on? Damage boost. Well, I can at least go with the better damage boost. reload efficiency, headshot, energy renewal, weapon armor damage, accuracy. Come on. Okay, grouping efficiency 18, 15. That I still want to be grip. I think, at least for now. Personal mods. Launch efficiency 14, 12. Health recovery per element pickup. Go with the better one. Just got stuck in a corner. Did I set this to adult? I can't remember. I should check that. Yes, it is set. Okay. I gotta remember I have the shield thing too. Q. That's better. Come on. Come on out. Come out wherever you are. This is zoom boost. Okay, what am I missing about using this zoom boost? Clearly I'm missing something. Come on. I don't know. Seems like there has to be something, but I can't find it. Hypnosis lab. Extrasensory lab. Hypnosis, extrasensory, astral exhibition. And a control point. Good.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Converge in the luck department. Alright. Let's see what's here first. A captive audience. Investigate the X-ray lightbox object of power. Astronauts information. Processes and best practices astronaut program. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file Object of Power 18 for details in the Hypnosis Lab. A section of the Parapsychology Division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. The X-ray light box in the Hypnosis Lab. Hiss clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of a Hiss resonance without the need of a host. Okay. Hiss clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance, so healing them. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. Still healing them, basically. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to Redacted for full report. Compiled by Emily Pope. Kill Hiss troopers. Oh, I have a reward for that one. That's cool. Captive audience. Investigate the X-ray lightbox object of power. I mean, it's not the priority. Priority still has to be the old boys club finding Marshall. Groupthink. Utilization of paranatural elements. This study extends the work of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments, using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redactive. Redacted. So, compiled by Paula Bronte by order of Emily Pope. Wait a minute. Swear that was assembled a second ago. Maybe not. Maybe I was just looking at it. Just a trick of perspective. Yeah, just a trick of perspective. Not that it's exactly out of the question that something might, move without actual permission, but... Research, maintenance, containment using ability. I currently am in research, so I will take the mission for research. Kill enemies in the research sector. Research questions are problematic. Ignore questions. Thanks. That's definitely advice I'm gonna take, board. Luck and probability. Floor 2. Alright, so that's probably where I need to go next. I do want to poke around a little bit more here. Just to see what can be seen. Well, can't get through that way. Although I probably could get through from the top to there. This is... Okay, this is back to central research. That's the way I went before. So this is opened up now. Now that I've cleared that control point.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She's got that right.
More of you? Really?
Yes, thank you. I had actually noticed that in the process of being repeatedly exploded just now. That literally just happened. It says, explosive environmental hazards provide an opportunity to damage enemies, but remember, they can be just as hazardous to you. Which is... I wasn't trying to get blown up.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
More of you? Really?
I gotta remember my shield ability. That's probably my best option if I get walled in like that. It's just a shield and wait it out. It's so new, I keep forgetting about it.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
So Emily Pope, who is the researcher who's been sort of helping to figure things out, thinks that Marshall may know something about Jesse's missing brother. And that seems to be supported by what she just said. Jesse's brother Dylan has been missing 17 years. Went missing from the town of Ordinary. I don't remember the state offhand. This is all US based.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
More of you? Really?
Shield. Must remember to use shield. Although I can't use anything else while I'm using shield, which is a... I wish I could use throw at the same time. And I can't use it when I've used up all of my energy either, which is a thing I keep doing. Is there a way to skip this dialogue? I really don't need to hear it a 10th time.
Marshall,
Yes, I can hear... Who?
my name... I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. We need to talk.
You got that.
More of you? Really?
that went better. Close on that.
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets. Marshall, especially. Does she know what happened to Dylan?
Trench is the former director of the Bureau. You still sane?
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Huh. Luck and probability, ritual division, synchronicity lab, protective studies. Rubber duck supplement. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his doctor's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Acquired January 2nd, 2001. Stored Panopticon, Floor 3, Unit 6.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
Thank you. There's a control point. Crisis Solution Task Force. Ooh, getting close on that collectibles one. Shape and fracture. Interesting.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Sorry, I got distracted by research someone had left in the bathroom.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Of course not.
All these charts. As if you can find anything in this place.
Darling sure found enough places to hide. That weirdo's got labs everywhere.
What's this?
If there's anything in this place that can improve our luck, we ought to try it out. You know, just in case.
Do not touch anything. Layout of this place almost invites an ambush. Guess we never thought we'd be fighting on our own turf.
Seriously. I've been in Threshold safer than this.
Yeah, the hiss sort of turned the house into a threshold, huh?
Collins, what's the situation?
Squad C hasn't made it back. They're still out there. We should assume. Yeah, hey, man. Only exit is back through parakinesiology. Then there's no way we're making it to the lab. Only option is to hold here and wait for an opening. Then we put everything we got into one final push.
We wouldn't last a minute out there. You saw what those things can do. We need to retreat. If we stay here, we're dead.
Marshall said we need more HRAs. If you want to go sit in a corner and suck your fucking thumb, don't let me stop you. But no one will be calling you a ranger afterwards.
The fight's not in here, Rangers. Let's look for alternatives.
This is back out in Central Research.
Has anyone heard from Salvador?
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into containment. The reason is currently unknown.
I think I know the reason.
Alright. So looks like this is where I need to go. Yeah. on.
I see Rangers over there. We have to help them.
I think that's an ally. Allies. Where is it? That's not ever what I want to see. I shouldn't try to shoot when I don't have any ammo. It doesn't work well. At all. It works very, very poorly, actually. Allies. think I got one of my own with that. There. New enemy type, Hiss Warped. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Tough, and they have telekinesis. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Let's see if I can get this cleansed now. I have a countermeasure to turn in. And then, let's see, containment, maintenance. But I don't see any benefit in taking any of those right now because I'm in research. So I'll just wait and see if something else turns up, I guess. Ritual office. Shelter. May as well check that. There's usually at least materials in them. Even if people aren't very likely. Synchronicity lab. Let's see. More of those cube drawings. That is a lot of crash dummies. Mirror testing. I wonder what that is. Bunch of CRT screens. What's this? Synchronicity experiment. By Dr. Jared Gronson. Examination of paranatural topics, experimentation with global synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Interesting. Mirror experiments. Altered item inside, access restricted to research personnel. I don't have that clearance level yet, so that is something to come back to later. Protective studies. HRA lab is what I'm looking for. All right. It's cube drawings again. And a video camera. Alright. I'll maybe actually do that.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
It's the duck.
No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14.
Pretty sure a normal rubber duck doesn't do that.
No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Alright, no items on the other ones that I see. But they seem to be some kind of observation area for altered items.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Well, I don't see a way up there from here. Don't seem able to climb these things. I can't get anywhere by climbing those things. Ooh. Things to climb, maybe. Well, I hope not. They're quite a lot of work. If I find another control point, I'll go to that maintenance thing. Otherwise, I don't want to backtrack.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Got me. Try the button. Keyboard? That's a keyboard.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Right. That's a box diagram. Right. So that's the right number of cards now. I think.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
Yeah. One short. One, two, three. One.
Have you
Two.
checked the upper floor?
Calm down. 3. 5. What's this? Not a punch card. Black rock prisms. Utilization of paranatural elements. Black rock prisms. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of redacted with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a something through a harmonized prism onto a redacted. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance something in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to redacted for full report.
Altered item number 52.
That's the duck. I haven't found machine number 4 yet.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Yeah, I got it. This is not the hardest puzzle in the game. Well, that's convenient. Here's number 4 right here. Configurations. Can we affect this? Interesting.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Right, well, let's see what it does with everything activated first. Feedback loop. Too powerful for our use. Keep 1 and 4. I think that's what that means.
Looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Yeah. Okay, well that definitely doesn't match the second item on the board. Right, 3 matches the third one on that one. 2
What do the symbols mean?
does not match. Matches the 5th on that board. Changing variables, our way in too strong, leaks out.
What do these whiteboards mean? Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
try that one in 2. No. Okay. That one has the same thing in 2 spots. I don't think I can do that. Any more than I already have, at least. Put 3 in 2. And 5 in 3. Feedback loop. Any duplicates in this one? Several. Duplicates there as well. Four. One is going to be the pinwheel looking one with dark on the right side. One is the same. 4 is going to be the full left half dark. That one. Nothing. There's definitely more than I want to try to brute force. Maybe some combination of the ones that aren't crossed out. Which would put that there. One dark side in 2. Pinwheel, half and half. And then that one there. Both of those two have pinwheel for 1. Do they both have the 4 as the half one? No. Put 5 as the half. And that one in 4, like in this picture. Give that a try. No. Pinwheel, left cube, right cube, half cube. Left cube, pinwheel, left cube. Okay, so I can't match what's the sequence on those containment or experimentation areas. Pope informs Jesse that Marshall went to the research sector. That doesn't have any more information. That matches there. Five seems to be crossed out on all the boards. about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a repeat. If I count the, if I include the post-it at the end, it's the same as the first one. Other post-its. I don't have an all black cube. And that one matches. Right, I don't think I have an all black cube. Middle cube. Thanks for all the clues on the really easy part and the complete lack of clues on the part that's actually hard. That's always, you know, appreciated. Don't know what I'm going to accomplish up here. Do I have an all black cube? I do have an all black cube. Ha! Why did I think I did not? Okay, leave it there for now, I guess. Top cube, left cube, black cube. Left cube, black cube. Right cube. I don't have a top. I don't have that first one. Okay. Left, black, right. Right half, and then the top again. Is there anything on the cards themselves? So that board is 11141. I feel like I used to be better at this kind of thing. One, 2, 2, 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. All right. I think I should write down put this sequence and then number them and use that to mark down the other things rather than rewriting it every time. Come on, make an effort. You know how to do perspective. Right. All right. So this whiteboard shows 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 with these crossed out. This one has, I don't have a card for that first one. I wonder if I'm missing a card. No, that doesn't make sense because I only have 5 slots in the interface. Question mark. Well, gonna want the layout on this one too, I think. So that's not on. That's 5. 3. Not on, not on. Not on. Not on. Okay. Well, that's not helpful. If only 2 of them are actually ones I have cards for. Could I be missing cards? I don't know where else there could any cards could be, is the thing. Alright, so this board is 4, 5, 3, 4, 2 with that crossed out. And that noted. This one is 1, 1, 1, 4, 1. With that, and that crossed out. And a feedback loop marked there. So I think 1 in 1 is probably the most likely. Either 5 or 3 in 2. Start with 3. 3. Because I've tried the actual order. 5 there. 5 will just be whatever is left over. And either 2 or 4 here. Start with 2. So I already changed the other thing. There we go. That did something.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Is that Blackrock? Must be.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
It's convenient. Is there another one? 'Cause it looks like that should be another one. All right. I'll come back later for that other altered item, I guess. I am going to take 5. I will be back shortly. I'm just gonna get some water and whatnot. Yeah, be back in 5 or so.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he alright? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Not sure. Field training, Blackrock processing. Right, now I'm going to take 5. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Playing Control tonight. Right now I'm heading to Blackrock Processing, or Blackrock Quarry, looking for a replacement crystal to create hadron resonance amplifiers. Sorry about the window. Atlas chamber. Don't think I can get that far with my sprint ability. Through here. That over there. Is there another spot? Not that I can see from here. Where'd it go? entirely sure what that did. Didn't do anything there. So where I put those is up from there, just on the other side of that turbine. Yeah. But I still can't tell what it did. That's not helpful. Ha! Don't see anything I can do there. So those presumably open this. Ocean View Motel. Entry point. Okay, let's see what else we have here before I do that. Whoa. An exit. A one-way exit. One, two, three.
Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
That's new. There's never been any visitors here before. Don't see any particular clues as to what I'm aiming to do. Oh, well, maybe. Okay. Push the chair in, put the picture back in place. What's this? Move that. to be open. Okay. Now that... What's this? What's a radio? That has both of them open. I bet that I need to match them. Okay. So chair out, put the radio on the right, the picture straight, and the pot on the left. That sounds good. Still something. Oh, this one's open too. Okay. And there's the key. In the third room. One, two, three. And there's a full bridge. Okay.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Atlas theory. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL03 for said dimension, seems to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts and that the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. I have something new on the hotline. objects of power as our holders, to the other blessing. We hold the reins, law. We are failing in translating hyper-real concepts. Secret instructions will be lost. Ignore this message. Right. I don't know what to make of that. Atlas chamber, Blackrock processing. No access. Bathroom is a bathroom. Complete with a box of tissue. I have clearance level 4, not 5. That doesn't want to let me through. Let's see what's upstairs. A way in. I hear fighting. Right, well that's a way through that door anyway. Blackrock. I hate when they explode and kill my allies. Let's see. Oof. Okay, that's further back than I wanted to be. Well, it should be more or less a straight shot, because I've done all the puzzles already. Yes, I'm carrying a gun, so... The metal detectors are a little odd. They usually go off, but not always. I'm like... So is the gun just are they just broken, or is the gun actually, like, not metal all the time? Or is it vanishing when I holster it or something? I feel like that should have hit me too. Okay, I gotta remember to do the gun upgrade next time I get to a control point, because I think I should have enough for one of them now. If I don't die too many more times, anyway. I don't think I want Pierce for this. No attack here? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm a little surprised. Yeah. It's odd. I seem to get essence after I died there. I guess from kills that the others were making. I mean, that's my best guess anyway. there another one? Somewhere. Somewhere. Nope. No singing on the stream. Must remember dead enemies explode. There somewhere. Is that it? I cleansed the point. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. Launch large enemies when their health is low. More launch damage. More shield strength. More melee. Energy health. I think I've been using melee more, so I think I should go with that. Constructs. Upgrade Pierce to have a second mod slot. Got a ways to go before I can upgrade Shatter, particularly on entropic echoes. I'm in maintenance, so I'll take that one. Right. Sorry about the mess. Up somewhere. Where is Harish? Let's see, Arish's security, I think. Yeah. Where are you?
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled
I've
the cord and
at least heard the audio
transported to the
from
Ocean
this
View
before.
Hotel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid.
Is that an
Just like
editing note?
It led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Nope, nothing there. The hole in something, you are the words?
Glad to see you're still you.
Medic, what's the damage?
They've each taken a few hits. We need to get them to a surgical station ASAP, but I don't think they're stable enough to move.
Oh yeah? Well, they're gonna have to be. Because we are moving out and I am not leaving them behind. Now do what you need to do.
Trench's behavior. To Salvador from Marshall. See, Salvador is the head of security. He is dead. He was possessed and I killed him. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility toward Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. Media, that's just the Ocean View Motel one. What's this? Second mod for Pierce. I have Zoom. Aimed fire. Armor. Consecutive kills. Aimed fire. Arish.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
Yeah.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
What's this?
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Wells. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success.
What a surprise. And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock.
I'm not
She was
doing
singing
so
this
hard.
beautiful song.
You're fine.
He was overcome
We'll
with
push through
desire.
this. The Hiss are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Why does my head feel like this? Is it the Hiss or a concussion?
Good question.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Lot of bodies. Can't we just take the HRAs off them? They don't need them anymore. I don't think the Hiss can use corpses.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Do my best. Blackrock Lab, processing energy converters. You are my vessel. This
Shit.
Bureau of Control.
They're shattered. Not a single prism left.
That's not ideal.
What the fuck?
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
What was that thing? Hiss distorted. Hiss distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the Hiss distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The Hiss distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does a distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Huh. Lab 01, wear protective coats. Authorized personnel only. Caution explosive hazard. Safety equipment required.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold quarry. So the prisms must be there too.
Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Blackrock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it?
Not sure they got on.
Darling's key.
Clearance level 5. Good to have, I suppose.
This should get us into the quarry.
Let's see what else we have here. Black rock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonances within a range of redacted. Bureau innovations that incorporate black rock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using black rock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. What's up here? Energy recovery personal mod. It's like not much else. Just sort of a I don't know, supervision area or something. Or security. Into the quarry.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane. Or just the right kind of insane.
Anything over here? Box of supplies. Ventilation. And control point. Oh. Alright. Okay. I know this area. I should pay a visit to a tea again at some point here. This is just kind of like an airlock, I guess. So one comes open when the other closes. Quarry, control room, power plant. Nice. I don't see any others. NSC. Something sarcophagus container. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trent shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of something's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. Okay. The coolant pumps keep the container, and it's redacted, from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into a something through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of someone's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Their power generator is a person? Jeez. Okay, that seems very humane and ethical. What are we dealing with here? The Human Torch? Okay. Well, that's certainly a revelation. It's so easy to forget I shouldn't be trusting these people. I really, really shouldn't be trusting these people. Power plant quarry is down one, according to that.
Elevator's broken. Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
I'd say you should tell a T, but I am less than convinced that he would fix it rather than telling you to fix it. red light anyway, which usually means enemies. Might not this time. It's steadier than it usually would be if it was enemies. See. Dark. Nice. Alright, well, it is 11:05, so I think that will be my stopping point for tonight. Since I should come right back to my last control point when I start up again, and I've just got a new control point. Got a ways to go on that yet. I had a good session tonight. I'll be playing again on Friday. Hope to see you all there. Yeah. Like I said, good session tonight. I enjoyed it. Made some good progress. Hopefully it won't be more than another 2 to 4 sessions to finish up at least the main part of this game. And then move on to something else. Not sure yet what that will be. Something modern. Obviously. Well, something. It'll be something. It'll be a game. That is for sure. 7:30 or 8 o'clock Friday will be my next stream. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.